At 70, life has a way of shifting focus. The applause fades, the trophies gather dust, and the grand milestones become more of a memory than a future destination. But here's the thing. That doesn't mean you've lost your way. On the contrary, it's in the subtle, day-to-day victories that the true essence of life shows up. It's the things you can still do that reveal a life well lived. So, what makes someone feel like a true winner at this age? It's not the grand gestures. It's the small moments that sneak up on you, unexpected but powerful. Those moments that tell you you've made it. Ever thought about what those moments are? Ever wondered what makes life worth living when you're in your 70s? It's these little things, these actions that, when strung together, paint a picture of resilience, joy, and fulfillment. So, let's dive into what those signs look like. Ready? Let's start with something as simple as climbing stairs. It sounds so basic, doesn't it? But hear me out. When you're young, you hardly think twice about stairs. They're just there, like the floor beneath your feet. But at 70, the ability to climb them without pausing for breath is nothing short of remarkable. Think about it. Your heart, lungs, muscles, all of them working in harmony to get you up those steps, just like they've done for years. Climbing stairs isn't just a physical act. It's a measure of your endurance, your vitality, and your strength. A European study even found that seniors who could climb 3 flights of stairs in under 90 seconds had a much lower risk of heart disease in the next decade. Now, picture this. You're at a friend's house and the elevator breaks down. The 3rd floor is looming ahead, but instead of groaning in defeat, you spring into action. You think to yourself, well, this could be a good workout. And that's a win. It's proof that your body is still up to the task. Every time you see a staircase, don't let it intimidate you. Let it be a reminder of your strength, your resilience. Age might slow us down in some ways, but it doesn't have to stop us from taking the stairs. And then there's memory. At 70, can you recall what you ate yesterday? It might seem trivial, but being able to remember those little details is a sign of mental sharpness. When you think about what you had for dinner the night before, you're not just revisiting an old meal. You're activating your brain in the same way lifting weights activates your muscles. Every time you remember something, no matter how small, your brain is getting a workout. Picture this. You're at a family gathering, and your grandchild looks up at you, wide-eyed, and asks, "Grandma, what did you eat yesterday?" Without missing a beat, you answer, "Oh, I had salmon with a side salad, followed by a slice of cake." That simple moment is more than just a memory. It's a connection, a bridge between you and your loved ones. So when your mind can recall those little details, be proud. It's a sign that your brain is still thriving, still sharp. And all those things like reading, puzzles, and eating brain-boosting foods are keeping your mind in top condition. And let's talk about balance. Standing on one leg for 10 seconds at 70. Not as easy as it sounds, right? But here's the thing, if you can do it, you're not just standing, you're showing the world that you still have it. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that older adults who can balance on one leg for just 10 seconds are 50% less likely to develop serious health issues. Just 10 seconds. It's more than just standing there. It's a coordination of body, mind, and spirit. Your muscles engage, your nervous system works overtime, and your brain focuses. Everything aligns in perfect harmony. Now imagine this. You're strolling through the park, and a group of younger people challenges each other to a balancing contest. You step right in, hold your ground, and show them how it's done. That's not just balance, that's a superpower. It's proof that you're still in control, still connected to your body, and still capable of surprising the world around you. These little things, climbing stairs, remembering meals, balancing on one leg, they're more than just physical feats. They're markers of a life well lived, a testament to resilience, and the quiet victories that tell the real story. Life at 70 is about the moments that matter, the actions that connect you to the here and now, and the way you carry yourself through it all. Keep these things in mind, and you'll see that you're not just surviving, you're thriving. At this point, the challenge is no longer just about your ability to stand tall, but about how you carry yourself through the process. When you take on that balancing challenge, you're not just proving your strength in the moment. You're showing the world and yourself that you can hold steady in the face of uncertainty, that you've still got the grit, the determination to make it through. Picture yourself in that moment. You step up, confident and calm, and you stand unwavering. 10 seconds, maybe more. And with that quiet, proud smile creeping across your face, you're not just winning the game of health, you're redefining it. It's the most beautiful form of resilience, the kind that doesn't need applause to be heard. That one leg, planted firmly in place, speaks louder than words. You don't need a fancy gym membership or a state-of-the-art fitness tracker to check your strength. Sometimes, all it takes is one simple move. If you can balance yourself on one leg, if you can hold that position without hesitation, be proud. You're not just keeping up with life, you're mastering it. Now, let's talk about laughter. That sound, the one that fills a room with joy and warmth, is worth its weight in gold. When was the last time you laughed until your stomach hurt, tears streaming down your face? That kind of laugh isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a gift, a reminder that you're still connected to the beauty of life. At 70, if you can still throw your head back and laugh without a care in the world, you're holding on to something truly precious. It's not just a sign of happiness, it's a sign of mental and emotional strength. Science backs it up too. Laughter doesn't just brighten your mood, it makes you healthier. According to research from Stanford University, laughter reduces stress hormones, boosts the immune system, and even increases pain tolerance. Life, as we know, isn't always easy. There are days filled with frustration, confusion, and sorrow. But if you can still find humor in those hard moments, if you can laugh in the face of adversity, you've already won a major victory. I recall a dear friend of mine, a vibrant soul in her 70s, who had a way of turning every awkward situation into a hilarious story. Her laughter was infectious. It wasn't just a sound. It was a force that held her up through even the hardest days. If you're still laughing, if you can find humor even in your own mistakes, you're not just winning in spirit, you're winning in health. So, don't stop. Keep laughing. It's one of the best gifts you can give yourself, and it's the one thing that age will never take away from you. And then there are the relationships. At 70, you begin to realize just how valuable human connection is. Relationships aren't merely a luxury, they're essential to our well-being. If you're still calling up old friends, meeting new ones, or sharing moments of joy, you're doing something that not everyone gets to do. Loneliness is a real issue for many older adults, with 1 in 3 experiencing it, according to the National Institute on Aging. Loneliness doesn't just rob you of moments, it erodes your health. It can increase your risk of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. But here's the good news. Even the smallest interactions, whether it's a coffee with a friend, a brief chat with a neighbor, or a birthday message sent with love, can combat loneliness. Imagine you're the one organizing the weekly catch-ups, the one who makes sure to check in, to be present in the lives of those you care about. It's not just about staying social. It's about nurturing your soul, about making sure that the connections you build will last beyond time. The happiest people in the world, like those in Okinawa, Japan, are proof of this. They cherish their social circles, laugh together, share stories, and support each other. They don't just live longer, they live better. So, if you're still fostering relationships, still connecting with others in meaningful ways, take pride. You're not just preserving your well-being, you're building a legacy that will live on. And then there's cooking. You might think that cooking at 70 is just another chore, a routine task that's part of daily life.
But it's so much more than that.
If you're still stepping into the kitchen to prepare meals for yourself, you're showing independence, vitality, and a zest for life. Cooking requires strength and creativity, selecting ingredients, following recipes, and assembling a dish. It's an act of self-care, of taking the time to nurture yourself. It's proof that you're not just surviving, you're thriving. The act of preparing a meal is a small yet profound way to honor yourself and your health. In Sweden, researchers found that cooking at home regularly is linked to better physical and mental well-being. It's a reminder that we still have the power to care for ourselves, to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, even as the years go by. When you cook, when you take that moment to nourish your body with the food you've prepared, you're investing in your health, your independence, and your joy. And that in itself is a beautiful victory. So, whether it's the ability to stand tall on one leg, the gift of laughter, the strength of your relationships, or the joy of cooking for yourself, each of these moments is a testament to a life well lived. You're not just getting older, you're growing stronger, more resilient, and more connected to the essence of life. And that's something worth celebrating every single day. Every time you step into the kitchen, it's more than just the act of preparing food. It's a reaffirmation of your vitality, your independence, and your zest for life. Cooking is an expression of control, of self-care. It's a creative process, an act of love. As you chop, stir, and saute, you're not just making a meal, you're making memories. Picture yourself in the kitchen, preparing a dish that brings the whole family together. Perhaps it's your signature chicken soup or that delicious cake that everyone fights over for the last bite. The aroma fills the house, and a smile creeps across your face. You're not just preparing food, you're weaving a fabric of connection. Each meal is a bond, a way to share your life with the ones you love. The act of cooking becomes a celebration of the simple joys that make life rich. And here's the magic. When you cook, you prove that age is merely a number. With each stir, you're showing that you can still create, nourish, still care for yourself and others. You're fueling both body and soul with the power of food and love. You might wonder how long you can keep this up. How long can you keep cooking, laughing, and walking those stairs with ease? The answer is simple. As long as you choose to. Every time you step into that kitchen, every time you stand tall, balanced, and laughing, you're proving that age does not define you. You define yourself. It's these small acts that reveal the bigger picture of a life lived fully, of a life filled with meaning and strength. These are the moments that matter. These are the signs of a life well lived. At 70, success isn't measured in trophies or titles. It's measured in the vitality you've preserved, in the sharpness of your mind, in the depth of your emotions, and in the relationships you continue to nurture. Every step you take, up the stairs, around the block, across the kitchen, is a testament to the life you've built. Every laugh, every conversation, every meal is a victory. You've created a meaningful life, not because of what others may think, but because it is rich with love, connection, and health. So, when you reflect on the things we've just talked about, climbing stairs without losing your breath, remembering yesterday's meal, standing strong on one leg, laughing from your heart, nurturing friendships, and cooking for yourself, don't dismiss them as just small things. Because these small things are the foundation of a life lived fully, a life that defies age. Each action speaks to the bigger truth. You're not just existing, you're truly living. At 70, victory isn't about how much you've done. It's about how deeply you've lived. Keep caring for yourself, keep loving those around you, and keep cherishing every moment. Because when you can still do all these things, when you can stand tall and strong in the face of time, you're proving that age is just a number. What truly matters is how you live. And at 70, you're living a life that many only dream of. Be proud. You're not just winning at life. You're living it with grace, vitality, and joy.